Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have some more things for you that I'd like to bring across your mind. The Vatican slash Jesuits have been attacking the U.S. in 1776, so we already know who the enemy is, and we got to find out what we're going to do to stop the Vatican from uh, attacking us and doing what they're doing. Now, the Vatican has gotten control of colleges and high schools, and they're brainwashing our kids to shoot themselves, no, shoot other people, and then shoot themselves. And they're causing all kinds of problems. All the murders and everything are being caused by the Vatican Jesuits. Do you remember that Tylenol scare? I think it was in 1970 or the 70s, where somebody got a bottle of Tylenol pain relief, and they put some arsenic in it, and it killed some people. Anyway, that's a Jesuit job. There's no one else that will do that but the Jesuits. The Jesuits don't have no motive for killing. They just do what the fallen angels tell them to do. Now, uh, the fallen angels want us to be slaves, and God Almighty said no. First of all, we're all humanoids, so everybody here that's alive, including the Jesuits, have been produced by God Almighty. Now, the Jesuits need to learn something about the fallen angels. The fallen angels don't care for any human beings, Jesuit or not. Uh, well, what they want to do is they want revenge for Christ producing mankind. So the fallen angels are jealous. The fallen angels don't have any right to be jealous. First of all, the fallen angels are nobody. They're just produced humanoid angels, just like we are, except they're much higher than we are, higher, more able-bodied. Anyway, uh, the uh, the Jesuits don't stand a chance, because once the fallen angels finish with the Jesuits, then the Jesuits will be eaten also. Now, to find out who does the eating, study David Icke's videos on Reptilians, and he will tell you that they have many of them that have been seen eating other humans, and they basically start out at the stomach and they go from there. But anyway, the reptilians, according to David Icke, they need human blood to be able to shapeshift back and forth. And anyway, uh, the fallen angels are jealous of Jesus Christ, and that's really basically it's all it. And they want to change the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday. Never go to church on Sunday. That's the devil's day. Okay, and now the Vatican fallen angels, Jesuits, they are the true inventors of communism. Communism actually originated with them. Okay, now let's move on here. How can we stop this Vatican without turning into a civil war? Because I think it's going to turn into civil war anyway. Uh, but we have to fight fire with fire. Now we have power. We have power over them. We can blackmail them. We can establish a tax house that collects all our tax money, and then they will pay our taxes if they're doing good with our money. If they're supplying terrorists with money, we don't pay the taxes. And so now that's going to be a real interesting scenario. Uh, and then another thing that we need to do is we need to establish 1,000 able-bodied men who can go around arresting all Jesuits. And for now, we just have to put them in private jails, and don't let them speak to each other. Keep them in isolation. We can only kill them if God says to kill them. I don't think God has said that at this time. I don't know. Uh, Another thing we need to do is we need to get the White House back. We need to get the White House back, and we need to build buildings out here in the West. Now, when we build these buildings, we can't build them in the shape of a human tit or penis or anything like the White House is today. We have to build them in just square boxes. That's all. And we need to move, like I said, we need to move the White House out here to the west, because the White House at Washington D.C. it's corrupt. It's built. The streets are built like an owl, the shapes of the devil. Anyway, we need to. Another thing we need to do is we need to get rid of all lawyers, because all lawyers are esquires, and they come from England, and we only need constitutional lawyers. They changed the amendments, and they erased one of them. Many of them, they several amendments were erased, and they changed them, and uh, so our lawyers today are not legal; they're esquires. We need to get only constitutional lawyers, and then we have to get ready to fight. Because if you don't want to fight, well, then you might as well volunteer for what they say. And what they say is not right with God. And so that's why I tell you that Americans must not be cowards. Americans have been cowards up till now, because they killed all our presidents and we didn't do nothing. We did something with Abraham Lincoln. They hung a few people, but they started with W. Harrison, 1841 to 1841. They poisoned him right away. And then they killed Taylor, 1849 to 1850. And then they killed Lincoln. And then after Lincoln, they killed Garfield, 1881 to 1881. And then they killed McKinley, 1897 to 1901. So, and of course, they killed John F. Kennedy. And the Kennedy assassination was kind of hard to avoid. Jesuit assassination, because one Jesuit was right next to him all the time, even slept next to him. And of course, his wife was a Jesuit, and she's the one that shot the fatal shot to his head with a 38 Derringer, I believe. And there's a video that shows it. You can look for it, and you can find the video. And anyway. The rest of our presidents, let's see, like for example, Eisenhower really wasn't for it. He was kind of against it. He didn't like it. But Roosevelt and Truman were strong Jesuits. L. Johnson, he was a Jesuit. Nixon was not a Jesuit, but I quite question him as to what he was really up to. Gerald Ford was a Jesuit, and Carter and Reagan wasn't. Bush was, Clinton was, G.W.H. Bush is, and Obama. Obama works for the White House. So anyway, we have to fight fire with fire. That's what we got to do to get our government back, because we don't have a government right now. I have papers to prove to you that your government was fraud.